Okay, what's going on, guys? Today is Friday, June the 21st, 2024. And what we're going to be looking at is dollar index and the futures market. Um, Really good day yesterday. So the focus today is going to be, just really trying to look for that 1 to 2 setups. Really want the quality of the setup to be really good. And, focusing on not giving back profits from yesterday. So there's, be a sniper, not a machine gun, and just really focusing on the levels. So we'll go ahead and start from a top-down analysis here really quickly. We got about 10 minutes before the open, so we're doing pretty good on time. So really quickly before we jump into directional play when it comes to futures, we'll look at dollar index and just kind of see, this weekly is coming to an end. Obviously today, this is it. We have a really, really strong bullish week, and we've had two really strong weeks now, three off of that 104.50 level, which aligns perfectly on the weekly to possibly break 106, maybe even 106.50. I'm keeping my eyes really glued to this 105.80 level because the algo likes to sell off these areas right below these whole levels, also inside of the last up candle. So really watching how price could possibly on a higher time frame distribute down, or maybe even break down back below daily open today, which would essentially push up slightly our futures market. And I'll kind of show why I'm thinking that. But overall, you don't want to guess. So looking at this right now, looking at how this day is open, how if it was to close right now, it'd be a bullish close day, closer to 106. That's what I can anticipate unless we start to break out of this. We have higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and it's continuing up from this daily open. Then I will just, continue to watch from here. But I'm kind of anticipating that there might be something that, pulls it back, or as it rises up closer to 106, it maybe will fail because of how futures actually looks. So when you take a look at, higher time frame futures, we did have a nice sell-off on NQ and ES yesterday. I still think the price, as you can see here on the weekly, is very interesting when it comes to YM. It's almost doing its own thing and has like a weekly daily accumulation right here in this area, as these two dailies look a lot more bearish, especially ES with that lower low close yesterday. So then when you drop into your H4 directional play, wait, which one was this? Let me see which this one was. Weekly. Oh, this one should be weekly too. Cool. Just do that. Change it really quick. Okay, so that's the weekly too. So now when you look at these dailies, right? This is the weird thing about everything, is that we have really almost like an accumulation gearing up that we've been targeting the 40,000 range on YM. But at the same time, you had a huge bearish down day on NQ, good engulfing candle here on ES. And that's starting to show a little bit of signs of weakness. That doesn't mean that we're going to go bearish or anything like that. But when you look at the H4 for the directional play today, what's really got my eye is that we've already made that lower low on the 4 hour. So, when I show you guys the 1 hour and the 15 here in a second of NQES, it kind of looks as if they still want to go back higher, right? Because what they did yesterday was they pulled it back exactly to the area that I anticipated was 20,000 psychological level. And then, as you can see, ever since then, they've came off this candle and shown pretty good strength. So today, what I'm anticipating is if we can't get above this level, this London Open, this 4 hour last up candle area, then I think we might fall and finally hit the target that we were looking for, which was here, which I need to mark that really quick, which are these double bottoms in that 19,900 level. So we might end up looking for shorts in this area to continue this down to the targets for today for here, 19,800, 19,750, 19,700. But when I show you guys here in a second, the intraday, you'll see that price looks a little different. It looks like it could possibly be accumulating after setting the low overnight on NQ and ES here, and that we could buy our way up to then sell, right? And I'll be okay with that, because if I miss the sell, but I still capitalize and manage the trade that I personally want to get the result that I want, that's fine. But I still want to have the idea of like kind of what's going on a higher time frame. So today, like I said, it looks pretty good, especially if you're playing a 15-5 position and you're trying to take this to the upside. But we'll be patient. Like I said, we'll just look for something quality. And then just really quickly, just kind of keeping your eyes on the gold, oil, and Bitcoin market. Coming into the end of this week, look at Bitcoin. I've been saying at 68, 69,000. We're starting to break down in that area. Oil's flying off the roof. And then you have gold in a beautiful area here on the 4 hour, rejecting that 2365 area. So for this to be, selling off here with the gold market, then that's where I can anticipate possible more upside when it comes to your dollar index. So we'll play it safe today. If I'm going to short today on futures, my goal would be above daily open, right? So I'd want price to rally up into here somewhere on NQ 21,150s or above 21,100, above the high of the day. Because if you look at the market like this, let me pull up this one picture here really quick since we have a few minutes. Okay, just opening this really quick here. And this is just kind of what my eyes are seeing personally. I just want to show it really quick here. So these are the two pictures that really show up in my eyes that I'm really focused on looking at in the markets. Now, like I said, YM's doing her own thing, but she's also, to me, in an area from swing low to swing high in an overbought area, right? Now, when you look at NQ and ES, the difference is, right, is I feel like we're oversold. And so if we were to sell at the low of this range, if that makes sense, we'd be selling at the low of the day, right? So I'd rather price to rally up and then distribute to then sell off if I was going to find, I think a favorable sell. So let's see if we can get this push up, I think, into 2100s, 2150s, maybe 2200. And then, there may be sells that present themselves, but we'll see. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and put you guys on the snipe window. Make sure you went through your traders' constitutions and, set up your mental framework for the day. And let's finish this week strong. I feel a good feeling, coming into today. So let's keep it going. Boom, 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 boom. So I do have Top Step here on my left, fast market. So um, let's lock in. Let's focus up here. That daily open rejection is crazy. So stay open, be ready for unique moments because anything is possible. So just noticing before the open, the 4 hours, like I said, on ES did make a lower low. NQ did make a lower low. And it does seem like we're just kind of testing daily open to maybe go lower. But just an observation, going into that. So demand zone location, demand zone locations. So we got about 10 seconds for the open. You're ready to mark everything up. You're seeing weakness on ES, the bounce away from daily open and NQ here. The prices are selling off dramatically from that daily open. So I just want to see that first minute. Ooh. already a 30 handle move to the downside there. So let's see here. ES pushing lower. You have YM pushing lower as well. Taking a quick look at dollars to make sure there's nothing too crazy. It's kind of sitting in the same spot. So let's focus up here. Okay, so that first minute, price just completely, capitulated to the downside, but we've yet to break this 15.5 area. So this could be interesting, right? This area right here under New York Open. But just kind of looking for something that looks a little bit more solid. ES. Look at those 4 hours. Like I said, those 4 hours look pretty bearish. So let me take a screenshot of that really quick. So I have an idea. And then YM's looks really extremely bullish, which is very interesting how that all works, right? Okay. So unless we can push lower, I would start attacking this area a little bit lower here, possibly on the 5-minute location, but this area might work out right here. I like the 1 hour areas here, guys. I really do. But like I would have wanted to play it off that 5-minute tap and put my risk at that low. So yeah, starting to show a little bit of strength. Just the 4 hour doesn't look like they're gonna be able to get above that daily open to me. So this area almost looks like a really good short. Once it went right over New York Open like that. But we gotta see. Let's see this first 5-minute close. Okay, so let's see how this 5-minute closes. I just want to see how this area actually is going to be on this 5-minute close. But I do like how this area could potentially go up. You aren't seeing any weakness on ES. The only thing I would say is like the 4 hour still kind of shows that weakness, but the 1 hour shows that it can definitely be that trade. But price is already pushed, right? So now it's too late to add in on that order right there. But we did make a lower low, lower high, and now we're starting to go back above New York Open. So that would have been it. So if I want to buy below New York Open, I need to do it here. And then I want to put my risk right here. I don't want it to go farther than that. Okay, so the price kind of dipped right under that New York Open. So we'll see if it can continue up from right here. I think it could definitely, based off the location, potentially do it, but we'd want to see this news come out and be the reason like price blast up in 2017. My target area is here, so. So ES is bouncing off that 53.30 level. Looks really good off that 15. And that 1 hour is starting to look like a way better accumulation at this point, especially on NQ. But we might be a little early to the party here. We'll see. ES looking really strong. Like I said, that 1 hour 15 almost looks like an accumulation, but
girls or people are slipping into your DMs right now and how popular they are, but you never know. Yeah, I don't answer DMs. I get it already. That's why I don't have to. Yeah. That's smart. When will that be? That number be some volatility, so to speak. It's good. Why'd you leave out your options trade yesterday? Which is the $30. We leave it out.
So watching this 20K level, see what they're gonna do. ES showing 15-minute strength right now, so that looks pretty good for ES. Pressure's down. Okay, so prices aren't really pushing up off that 2200 level. So we're gonna continue to watch how they play this area. They did rally up really nice, but we'll have to see kind of how they play it here. But no strength on ES on that 15, and then dollar not showing any strength either, so just kind of sitting in the same spot. So once it slips this internal and we come down better to this 19960s location, possibly, I would rather see something down there because I just feel like it would work out a little bit better if it's not going to break the lows.
Now that they are processing your silver play button, which is
So 15 and 5-minute structure still holding. ES still holding. The only thing, like I said, is that 4 hour looks more bearish to the downside. So
others have talked to you about that might be it. But beyond that, celebrating that 100K milestone, and YouTube is famous for. And you'll hear more about that later. Douglas, what a trophy case.
So ES showing weakness in that 15. We're kind of building up though here at this 20K level. So if we can see a signal here, we may end up taking this area to the upside. We'll see. So we like the 20s. So we want to see this 15 5-minute area hold under New York Open, and then if price can go up out of this 15 5-minute area and close above daily, then we'll partial have to move out and let the rest play out to 2200 potential. And I think realistically, this 15-minute, let me write this down really quick. Okay, so just kind of watching the price here at this 20,000 level, psychological number. 15 and 5 structure still holding. So we're just going to continue to watch. And then ES is showing weakness in the 15, and then I would say Dow pretty much failed the 39,600 level. So
Swag on your pets, what have you, and all that. Here's some that concept hashtag fast markets. Straight that. You know, do you guys here present fast markets? Hashtag fast market concept. So, get a little south side accent, what have you. And that's the yes, sir. Ready? All right, we got.
price is looking pretty good right here. We'll see if we're going to either, fail this area or we're going to break out of this accumulation. Okay, so it's not looking so good on price action right now. We're watching the area, but I mean, it's not really showing us anything right here except lower low, lower high, another push lower low, now another lower high. So, these sells from this area potentially could end up working out from that daily open tap. So price is just draining to the downside right now. We'll see. I mean, they just took the ES lows, and so that makes a lot of sense with our initial bias, with that dollar being strong, but dollar showing weakness at the same time. So 4-hour looks really bearish, especially on ES, and it's starting to formulate that same way on NQ. So let me watch here really quick. Okay. So we're still in the range of the day, being in this 15-minute candle, just slipping that internal liquidity. So just gotta be patient here. So the price is looking, they just took those lows on ES. All right, so 4 hours looking pretty weak there. But they're testing this area as if they can't go lower for some reason. So We'll watch over here 15 and 5. Then you have YM pretty bearish on that 1 hour too, so these levels may not work out. Let's see if there's price breaking market open and pushing lower below 20K. So 4 hour looks pretty bearish. I mean, we could end up falling down to 19.9, maybe 19.8 and 19.750 is what I was anticipating earlier. So we haven't broke the downside structure yet though, to me. So anytime people start saying that, I'm gonna definitely start gearing up something. So watching this price here, this 5-minute close, I think will be key. Being able to either break the low of the day or not break the low of the day. So I need to be focused up here. 1990, 947. What is it? So we don't really see anything yet. We're kind of looking at this 5-minute, looking at the closure on this because they have already ripped those lows on the other asset ES. So and 19,900 could be a strong level. So let's see what we get.
There's another term, right? You have to bring it in.
So we're just kind of being ready. But right now, 15 and 5-minute price is getting pretty bearish. So we're just kind of waiting this thing out, looking. This is that demand zone area. So so I'm watching the price, like I said, ES holding that 55.25 quarter level. But those 4 hours just with only 11 minutes left look really bearish. So we want to see those 4 hours flush here, probably 9. And then 9 a.m. is when I would like to take a better trade. Price is pushing lower, it looks like here. So we're just gonna continue to watch. We have this 5-minute close here in about 20 seconds. So there's no signs of strength on this area. Where is it showing the low here? Oh, okay, I see where it's showing. That's what I want. I want to be using the 5 minutes low for my stop loss. 47.75. Okay, so they're pushing lower right now. That 15-minute looks really weak. The 5-minute looks really weak, and it's closing below the last candle. So Unless there was something like a signal, then you'd want to see price go ahead and slip the low and then look for the mitigation. But ES is really looking like it's presenting that move right now. So we're right there at market open. The 4 hour looks, really, really bearish. So going to continue to wait this thing out. They just slipped past where the stop losses would be. So that's good. We're going to continue to wait. And that blast on Dow was amazing. So I'm looking for the same thing here. It's got to be patient. Nice, nice. So price did sell off dramatically from that daily open of H4. So we're not going to do anything right now until we were to get something on the 5 minute. I'll turn it off. Okay, let me check something really fast.
You look at the daily, you look at yesterday's flush out, talk about the videos, options, what's the one? I know what I should say though. It would have been a $200 stop. I'll take that. Every day. We did it over here. 8 minutes.
These are falling off of a cliff too. Let's see here. So it's kind of crazy because they're falling right to the target, which I didn't want to take that short yet. So it's okay. But that definitely has fell down to that 19,900 really quickly. So nothing's really letting up here on NQ. It's really just pushing and pushing. So I would say, like I said, that where they're at by 9 a.m. in this 4 hour close. Okay, so I'm gonna be ready here because I know 9 a.m. is a good time for this. We are below market open, we are below New York, we are below daily. And we have slips and liquidity, so we're watching this area take profits. We'll look at, but we want to see closures of candles and signals. So that's in the 1 minute demand zone right now, but we're not really showing any kind of strength yet. I don't think. I think we need to get down to this 19,900 level first.
like the other day, Tuesday or whatever, you were over there talking about. I got questions.
So we're still watching price, no signs of strength yet. So ES is kind of showing that good price action. The YM is 15-minute is taking off, making new highs. So can we be patient here? What will we get here?
Especially up for the last 10 years. S&Ps are still taking out last week's high.
So just really to me, want to see how this 4 hour is going to close, but this area is starting to build. Let me pull this over here. The price is just running down to 19,900, I believe. So let's just continue to wait here and see. And this, let's see if this 5-minute close gives any more clarity.
Shoot.
4 hours of really bearish. To 19,750, 19,800 on in Q to me, but maybe we can buy to sell, basically.
I like where the stop is. It's about a 20-point stop. I'll take a short with you 20 minutes. Number 3 minutes. All right. We're fishing for minutes. You're more the
So we want this 1 minute area. Hopefully they fill us right there. Okay, at least they filled us in the right spot. So we want to see if price can rally back into that 18.2 area. So let's see. So even right here would be great. So below market open, below low of the day, outside the range of the day. Looks a little bit better to me of a setup that could, with this news release could release up and blast. So we'll work with that for today so far. And then let's be patient and watch what we get.
I'm gonna add to it if we get up to 60. What was the last number? 50 guys? Yep. 59. Yep. That was short. You like that, John, for a short there? Last beside? Yeah, that's where it started to accelerate once it got down there. We have 2 check marks from that, from 95.9s.
So it looks like a good entry right now. If this 9 a.m. volume can just come in and just rally this thing, it'd be really great. And the way that 4 hour is starting to look how it wants to close to me is interesting. Like as if it could close and then probably rally up a little bit back into that daily opening price. So we shall see here. So 4 hour did close, lower open, lower close. And so same thing with ES, and then a YM close, 4 hour higher high. So
this is that same here. We have our home sales here at 4.1, and they were expecting 4.1. With the home sales change, everything 0.97% coming in.
It's a really good trade, it looks like right now. Now, if we can just push back up above daily open, back into those points of interest like it's doing now, then I think we're going to be okay. And so let me check a few things here really quick.
It's one of those days where that level 59, 59, rip through. We got like 30 handles that you could have gotten out of it, and then pop back up. Now we're still above it.
So we're not seeing the signs yet. Price is just kind of, acting as if it wanted to go up, but we're not really seeing like the massive push away right now. So but like I said, I think if we can get back into those POIs and we watch 5-minute opens and closes here, we may have a chance to get back up into, I think, like this daily open area. So if we can get a really strong 1-hour push here, right back above 20,000, I think we could run that 2100 for sure. Top Step was shorting at the lower of the range, so that's kind of gets me more excited that this could still pop up.
Persistence in the S&Ps. I'm still above that if we want. We need to hold on. So it's a little bit of a test here. We've still got space to go higher to VWAP and the NASDAQ at 19,996, 97, 97.
Remember, if roll was the last day of roll, when it's taken delivery, you take those branch. That's cash. That's cash.
15 and 5 look good. That 1-minute low doesn't look as set, I would say, personally, but
Two, that it kind of looks like you're prepared for the high seas.
That's his life jacket. Probably gonna step it up. When you're weighing it down, where'd you get that stock photo of a boat?
You just gotta talk about it. Great.
Life jacket. The zipper doesn't work. I go up with it, it goes down.
so just kind of broke that position into 2 to protect it. And we'll see if price can move in our favor, and if not, then we've reduced the risk just a little bit there. Yeah, so I would like to see this 5-minute closing above market open here for 905. Then by 915, closer to 20,000 would be a little bit more confluence. So good, strong 5-minute close there. Now 2 more, and we would get a strong 15-minute close. 4 hours still in a bearish print. So just kind of putting that out there. With that bullish dollar, I believe. Dollar made a higher high this last hour, showing signs of strength. So we will see here soon. But like I said, the 4 hours don't look so great. We would need to see like some volume come in and push this to the upside.
Just so amazing. Did you have your hands recipes? Yeah, I did. And that's been a great trade. I've tried to have that. It's like, hey, it's gold range, just no, I did make sure on a six. Correct. I did. Executing on that. I'll try to get after the other day. Not bad networks. Yeah, it's really great. Wrinkle Central. All beach, baby.
Really nice reaction right there, so that's good. Really good move. I like how I've covered the position today. So for me personally, I'm just trying to improve upon something once a day, and that's pretty good what that's doing right there. Okay, so good 15.5 price here. ES showing a little bit of strength. YM closing 15-minute higher. So we'll see if we can rally up to this 2100 level. I think we can. I think we can push the high of day at least. I don't know if it'll go much farther past that, but
Lawrence. Got it. Fun fact, Tower in Dark Knight. Word trade building. Yeah, I saw with his face. I saw Ledger. Ledger. I saw that on back there. Yeah, they're hanging out for the Board of Trade for a good hot week. Like they filmed that movie. Okay, might be like
so I like the price right now. Okay, so we're still watching the price. We're not really getting the push out of the area on that 5-minute. We are at market open, so if we can continue to print, I would say above this level, then we're good. But it could come slip the area and then decide to go. But if we can get up, this 5 minutes of print, bullish in this area, I think we're gonna be okay and get to 20,000 before it would come back lower. But you don't want to see any price go back below market open. ES showing 15-minute strength in that same type of area. So with daily open, relatively positioned the same way. So 4-hour showing a little bit of strength. So that's good. After that previous close, and then 4-hour YM, closing higher high. So let's see if the rest of the market will follow here. Taking a look at the dollar index here. We did make a higher high to that 105.85, almost 105.90 level. So still pretty strong, but it's still early in the day. If we had like a weakness come into dollar where it went back to 105.50 or even daily open 105.64, I think that would push us up to daily opens on these futures markets. And let me look at the bonds for today. They're up on the 1 hour there, so that's not good for this. But so it's taking a lot of time in this area, I would say. That 5-minute close was good, but it's not, you don't want anything below that market open at this point.
Yeah, the indecisive distance. It's that level where, like you said, it's cross. This is could be a good area for a short, could be a good area for a long consolidation, break one direction to the other.
If it stays here, it just chops you.
Yeah, it could work out both ways, and that's where it chops. That's where it gets expensive.
Would love to see price just run up to that 2020 level, New York Open. Because lots of shorts are sitting, I think, right above daily open at the 2050 level. So let me look at this really quick. So I like that, that quarter half level right there, right above the highs, as a potential target area for this setup. And then looking at the market, you have that green. What is that green line? Hold on. Oh, okay. I was like, what is that line? So that's market open that we're basically obviously right there. So
these are like Amber, you said earlier, the wicks are gonna get expiration. So next week becomes a little bit more of a real trade.
I'm also gonna put this together. So we did come off that 950 level really, really nice, and we're pushing really fast right now. So our entry is below the 50. So if we cleared the highs, we would be up, 2 times our goal of the day, plus the $600 loss. So $4,000 gain minus the $600 loss would be good to finish the week like that for sure. The price is pushing really fast in our favor now. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna see the price. So we're up $2,000 on the day, right? So we've recovered our loss. So let's see if we can go ahead and push on up to our real big green day to finish this week. Looks really good. I feel really in flow. So let's see how it reacts if we can get above 20,000 level here, because that'll be kind of like a really tough level for it to get above. And then based on today, with experiencing, I'm expected value right now at around 2,000. So what I want to do, because there's so much room to go today, let me think about this here really quickly. Let's see this 15-minute close. Price is really, really strong right now. So really good strength. I like how the prices is opening up. 15-minute on ES looks really good as well. Really good 1 hour prices now. They're really pushing up fast here. So that looks really good. Let's see this close. So I really think we can go for a high of day here if I just be patient. And that 2100 level looks really good. Let's focus here though. Let's focus here. 15 and 5, really good. 15 strength, 5-minute strength. Price pushing the 20,000 level. Now here's the thing: we're in buys. We're in buys. So what we want to do is watch that price action. Now, as we get above New York Open, is really where I would like to exit some of the trade, personally. But we're going to be watching here today. It's also Friday, so we really just want to watch price action here and see how it gets in these areas. Because as it gets above that New York Open, then I'm able to exit the trade just like as if I was going to short it, right? So we're up 2,600 on the day, pushing 27. So just be wait. Let's just be patient. Be patient. Be patient. This is what we were looking for to finish the week. So no sign of weakness on that 1 minute or 5. So I'm not exiting the trade, right? Now, if I start seeing weakness, then I could exit the trade because we are, expected value up pretty good. But I still think we could reach for 20,050s, 2,100s possible. No signs of weakness here. We're about an hour in. We're a little less than an hour into the stream, so
Slower is not problem. So here we are again. I'm like 3 ticks of heat. By contract.
good, really, really good price here. So we're up about 3,000 on the day, so we're gonna end up taking half this position at New York Open. So at 20,000 psychological number, if they don't show anything, I will exit some of this trade and protect the rest. No sign of weakness there. Good open. That I'll take that part. Cool. So now we want to move this. From here, personally, I would leave it break even because if it came all the way back down today, I wouldn't want to be a part of the trade. So okay, so now we're looking pretty good, I think, from this 5 minute type area. You could move your risk up to here to secure more of the bag or to make yourself available for a reentry possibly. I think right now what we need to do is just be patient and look at where we got in and where our remainder contract is. So let's say 940s. So this would be basically 100 points, getting up to 040 and then 340 just in case. Let's go ahead and do this for the full 200 points right there. So we're still on the trade. We've just parceled some of the bag. Everything looks really good, and I know that this is going to be a successful Friday, so I'm grateful right now.
Slow down.
Okay, so we'll see what happens on the rest of this trade. Looking at that 4 hour, it does look like it could potentially, go up and go above that high of day, but those dailies look pretty bearish on ES and NQ. Now YM going crazy, right? So, which we anticipated, based off technicals and price action. So still watching the price here, watching the 15 5 minute closes. Personally on a 15, I think we're still looking pretty good. I think we can possibly make this high of day for sure. And we're not showing any signs of weakness here. So, I like the management of this trade right now. Give me 1 second here. Just want to check a few numbers on this one.
But it's, after this,
Oh, yeah.
man, who asked me why that trade was, it's just like.
So price looks really good. ES looks really good from that 55.25 level. So, like I said, I think what's really, factoring in is just dollars kind of sitting in that same spot. So,
Might be making it lower high. Sounds good, Jeff. Yeah, just jumping.
I'm not reading price action on 1 minute and determining where the market's going to go. That's crazy. So it is rejecting that 20K key level, which we kind of anticipated. If we kept our risk at 914s at this point, that risk would be, to me, not worth it. So we'll leave it where it's at.
I'm saying, market has changed so fast right now.
Right after the that's gonna so
Yeah, it touched 220,000. Oh, gosh, yes, it was. Yes, it was. We got one check mark on there. I'm gonna go 2, 1.5, 2. Maybe he's gonna do slow. Anytime you're ready, hey, snooze, you lose, man. You gotta speak a little early, speak a little early. I was trading like 87 for right when it happened. It's $10 bucks. Got 3 handles, okay. 95, what? 95. Go, we're selling like a boat. We're selling like a boat.
that was the one to go to.
I know, you see me draw that out on the chart for a second. I drew it out for lower high. I had this drawn out as soon as we started.
So we're still watching price here. It looks pretty good. If we can hold that 15-minute 970, 19,975 quarter, like that 50% of that area, it may continue higher, but we've already pulled what we want for today. So if it doesn't, it doesn't. If it does, it does, pretty much. 1 hours, I do want to take a screenshot because I did close a lower low and hasn't shown any signs of strength since. So
It's not one that you can jump in. It's a great trade at 95, 90. Not so much of a good trade in the 70s, right? This might be one, especially how.
So just kind of watching this price, I feel like they could definitely come into my risk, for what I have left on the trade, just because of the location of it. So, which is fine. If price closes below market open, then it probably will fail and go to 19.9 or lower. His key level was that 20,000 level. So this 5-minute close will give me some clarity on what's going on off that down candle. If we get a response or if it just gets weak. And then when this 15-minute closes, if it does respond well here on this 5-minute away from market open, there's really a good chance that we'll have to do anything else except just kind of watch this trade. But if I had to say 4 hour and 1 hour, especially 1 hour with that tapping that 20,000 last up candle area, it looks pretty bearish unless we see something right here. So. And then YM's making 1 hour higher highs, 39,690s. So we'll see.
Really good. It was 2,000. Actually, they'll respect that. Nice. Those 2 days. You're just shrugging your shoulders. It's weird. Yeah. It feels weird. Yeah, there's only the flights forever trading since the whole COVID era. Last is just what it was. Once again, gold hitting a new low, 2341.5. Pops off that. It's like all of us back in the weeks. When everyone yeah, pretty steady. Trying to reach another little move real quick. Talking about parking outside.
So 15-minute price looks pretty good right there. 5 minutes responding well off the point of interest. So I'd say we start closing above 19,980s, 19,990s again, start pushing closer to 20K, then it could potentially, the rest of what we have on could go higher. We're just kind of like in those what I call absorption, like suppressed levels.
Right back we're in this state for now. Any reasons why? My favorite reply to this was lawn furniture, actually. That's why. It's pretty good. People stop investing their right work from home and realize they need lawn furniture. 24 people agree. 24 yes, I see that. I think as funny as it is, there's probably something to that. Yeah, it's so expensive. I've looked at it. It's so expensive. What is? Lawn furniture?
So market open really isn't being respected to me right now. On the 5 minute it is 15. That does look, somewhat, but you would see volume come in here off the market open on that 5 minute a lot stronger, because otherwise they could push down inside that expansion 19,940 where we've moved our break even, hit that 50% of that 5 minute down candle and then rally. But I like where we're at right now, so we'll know in like the next I'd say the next few minutes if it's gonna kind of reach for that area first or what it's gonna do. Okay, so we got about a minute before this 9:30 close for this 15-minute candle. So if we can see some strength like we're starting to see here, I think we we can get out of this 15.5 1 minute accumulation area and potentially move up back above opening price. Five minute looks good. Let's see if it can get above 19,980, that'd be even better. We got about 20 seconds before this 15-minute close. And then looking at the 1 hours, like I said, we did make that lower low, so it did show signs of weakness. So we would want to see something, I would think, fairly quickly, or price is going to move lower to the rest of the day. So a good 5 minute close above market. Now you want to see strength. Good 15-minute close too. So you can see price get back above the wick here on the 15, 20, 010s, basically New York open. That would be great before it goes lower. But any more prints below market open, I think it's a risap.
Straight up 50-50 on everything else in the equities. S&P, NASDAQ. Here we go. Head and shoulders, maybe, on the NASDAQ.
that's the case, if we do break, 47, we could see a new low of day, or at least this close. Nvidia stayed down -4%.
You change the jump off, we need to full adjust the supply.
Alright, cool. Yeah, I'll be back. I still do like the downside. I think we pop up to 83, maybe selling from there. You don't get 83, 65 is a pretty good sell. My target would be 900. I'll be back.
So this is another technical pattern over on the 1-minute charts where it would be a shoulder, head, and shoulder. And if we do continue to break this neckline, the target would be these lows and maybe a push lower.
It's the downside. It's tricky.
Yeah, we
It's 59.
go ahead.
It's still around these 59s, still back 59s. Short or above, or long above, short below. Whatever.
59's become the chop zone.
19959. We've talked about all the time. It's sitting right here.
This is from a risk reward standpoint, the longs look better. Risk reward standpoint.
I still have my fire drill hatred promotion.
So we're still hovering around market open, but 5-minute price is starting to confirm lower. So we're break even on what we have left on the trade from our partial, which makes us available to take another trade if we'd like to, or we could just walk away with the profits for the day. So still watching to see what the remainder is going to do on this. But that price is starting to break down at the 50 level, which isn't as good. So we'll see.
It's 349. 349. Right at the money. Right at the money here.
If we can get some volume come in right here at this 50 level of longs, that'd be great.
JD right now. Yeah, sure. You're ready. I think we're ready. We're kind of chopping around the middle right now. Some pops. Sure to up in there. Got some interesting stuff to some interesting stuff to talk about today. Next, let's start with the hash rates. All right. So Jacob has tied Miss Miliano's record.
So 5-minute, we're kind of watching this close here, and then we really want to focus the last 15 minutes of this hour. But if this 5-minute can start showing some strength, that would be a lot better. But I just feel like they want to reach for that 1-minute area.
So I was up from XFA to the live account. It was on a 32-day year. And he actually reached out to us to say, hey, my hot streak's still going on. So tracking his XFA to live hot streak, the number is 40.
So 5-minute close, that's below the 50. I mean, it's just not showing any signs of strength. It's kind of pushing down to those levels. So unless you, like I said it again, unless you had like a nice rally really quickly, it's going to fit that level. And ES starting to show 15-minute weakness a little bit as well from the 55.36 area. So it's either absorbing or it's it's just confirming that it's going to go lower. That's a pretty good pop. That's a pretty good pop right there. So if this pops, all this is to me is was just a 5 minute mitigation under market open, and then if price can go back above 20K, then we're gonna go hit that 2100. I think good price right there. Let's go. So it looks like absorption on the 15 on ES as well, where the candle's actually located with the high of day still open. So I think this could really be something here if we just be patient. We're protected, like I said, we're already back up for the day, so we just need to see what we get. Yeah.
We have Damien Miguel Francisco and Rafael P. All present days trading the NASDAQ. Money. One last thing before we go here. I've got Thursday's payouts. Oh,
5 minute price looks amazing right there. Anything that reaches back over 20,000, 20,010 is going to be, almost a for sure for me in my eyes that we can make it.
it's on 60 grand payouts. That's just, yeah. I think we average about 200 people a day pay off.
And it's the top 5, right?
That's just 5. Hey guys, if gold tilt, so they're 91% long gold. Wow. Price of 23.49, 23.49 long, 80% long. See if we go, as long as we pay here. S&P's NASDAQ.
I like 5 minute price here in NQ as we're going into these last 15 minutes of the hour. We get this push above, and there's lots of things I improved upon today, which is good. Really good. That 5 minute can close higher high and away from market open and half level and possibly above 19,970s. I think there's a good chance. You want to see this 5 minute though that close higher than this candle right here, because then they could go lower first before going higher and then just tap this area and go. So that's possible as well. You're not seeing any strength on ES 15 minute right now. So see a good strong 5 minute close here would be great. 15 minutes are looking pretty weak. 1 hour is not showing any strength. And that 4 hour is just kind of hovering in that area. So we'll see. Manipulation happens at market open. So if you don't see the push from the absorptions here, I would say going in this last 15 or first 15 minutes of 10, then it's just not going to work. But it looks pretty good right now. So I'm going to set some alerts. Let's set an alert right here, because if price gets back above here, I could manage the trade possibly. Show them a risk or something possibly. YM after taking that high of day or previous day high, starting to show weakness a little bit. Lots of liquidity under the Asian London lows. So
That's been something that's very common for a very long time. I remember as a kid, I would always see people fancy sports cars. Like years later, they're getting like investigated or bankruptcy or